Hello everyone, welcome to another edition of the soon-to-be award-winning show At Odds. The Logies are up this week. We're not involved, but maybe next year we might get a start. Mark Wall, Brian Fletcher, Shane Hill, the stars of the show.
Hammer.
Origin wins, Australia wins, Geelong loses. So 2 out of 3.
Yeah. We're sitting pretty on top.
How was it, the Origin?
I didn't go. I went shark diving though. Can I talk about that?
Yeah, but let's talk about that later.
Okay.
Tell me, what did you think
Yeah,
of the Origin?
well, it was brilliant, wasn't he? Freddie's a genius. Freddie's an absolute genius.
And
putting
Kevy's a
fullbacks-
pumpkin.
Yeah, pardon?
Kevy's a pumpkin. 2 weeks earlier, he
Yeah.
was a genius, and
Well,
Freddie was a pumpkin.
Yeah, the coach whisperer was no good. No, they moved the ball. They got to the edges really quick because I thought they were going to play it in the middle because the success we had in Origin 1, it was obviously Tedesco and Cook through the middle, but Freddie changed it up a bit and got the ball wide to the edges, and I thought they're two centres.
Yeah. More skillful and quicker, weren't
Yeah, especially when the weather wasn't, great. Blew
And
them off the park. Queensland were like two different teams.
Yeah, under pressure, Queensland straight.
They folded, yeah. So who they got to come back in? Really, Jai Arrow won't be back in for game 3. So,
But there's some things to talk about for New South Wales. Do you give Latrell another go? Do you give Mitchell Pearce a shot?
Latrell won't make it this. Next year he may, or injuries, but definitely you can't change a winning side. And I don't think they'll give Mitchell Pearce a go. I think they'll go with Wade Graham, considering what he did in that second 40 minutes.
Okay.
I think a dry track will win by 50.
Okay.
Isn't it amazing in sport though, with your backs to the walls, just the difference in urgency? It doesn't matter what sport it is, they just came out and
We
smashed
can tell from the
Attitude, wasn't it?
kickoff.
Yes,
You could tell from the
attitude,
kickoff.
yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
When Safidi poked his nose through and we were kicking from the halfway, I've never seen that in an Origin. You're kicking from the first set of 6 from the halfway line.
And speaking of dry tracks, it was supposed to be a bit of a damp track in the cricket, but Australia played like it was a road and scored 1,000 runs.
Wow.
And the Poms
How good.
capitulated, even
Huge.
amongst the boos.
Huge win by the Aussies. England are in doubt of making the semis now. They've got 2 games to go. They're
on wood, so
They
to
play India and New Zealand, 2 tough games. They've got to win both those games to get through because Pakistan can actually sneak into that 4. If they win tonight against New Zealand, then they then play Afghanistan and Afghanistan and who's their other game? Bangladesh. So
Oh, wow.
Pakistan could sneak into the 4. All of a sudden, England have gone from clear favourites to maybe missing the 4. They were
How good.
Oh, it was great last night.
A lot
good.
of tears everywhere.
And
Sucked in.
a very good selection by Berendorf coming into the team.
Where's he from?
He's from Western Australia, big left arm quick. He's
Yeah.
had back injuries, so a good bowler. So our bowling lineup looked much stronger last
Two
night. Nathan
lefties.
Lyon came into the team as well. So, gee, we're looking good now.
You called it the best lineup we've had for a long, long time.
Yeah, I think that 11 that played last night
Since
is
99?
Since you were a selector.
Well, since I was a selector, yes. But in this tournament, that's our best lineup, and we showed it last night.
Okay, India $1.30, the Windies $3.50. That's the next game of real interest.
It's a bit of a danger game for India. West Indies have been a bit unlucky in a couple of games. Their last loss to New Zealand only 3 or 4 days ago, Carlos Brathwaite got caught on the rope. If it went for 6, the West Indies beat New Zealand. So I think India will win, but danger game. South Africa, geez, they've been disappointing. They might not beat Sri Lanka.
And the game you mentioned, New Zealand up against Australia.
Yes.
That will be a fabulous one on the weekend.
Could be the final. Could be a repeat.
Full house.
Yep, of 2015. England play India. That's a huge game on Sunday.
Okay, the Rugby League gets back into normality after the Origin, at least for a week or so. But Fletch, do we worry about players backing up, or is a week long enough, so to speak?
Yeah, I think because it was on a Sunday, I don't think it's going to have as much of an effect. This game here, the Roosters in the Storm.
They only just get the short flight across to Adelaide and meet you
absolutely.
there.
That's going to be a cracker. And I suppose for Melbourne, the fact Cameron Smith didn't play in any Origins, obviously his career's over. So I think he's going to be the difference down there. No Luke Keary back. But then saying that, Latrell, who you mentioned earlier, he's going to be fired up.
So too is Mitchell Pearce. Knights $1.65 for mine. The bet of the weekend
Absolutely,
up against
mate.
the Broncos $2.25.
Yeah.
They're just an informed team. They probably hated the fact that they didn't play last weekend, the Newcastle side.
Well, they're coming off that. They got pumped by Melbourne. Melbourne put 30 on them to end their run. So, although Brisbane as well, they got beat by the Eels. So, but I'm with you. I think Kalen Ponga and Mitchell Pearce are going to be too good for the Broncos, who they've been disappointing this whole year. I thought.
Finally, mate. Finally.
Well, you know,
You're
at the
giving
start
them
of
the
the year, they got the coach of the year last year in Seabold. Something's going on up there.
Yeah.
Something is definitely not right up there because you have a look at their roster. Milford's not happy. The Knights $9.65, good value.
Okay, let's talk a little bit of AFL. Geelong weren't knocked off their perch, but they were brought back down to earth a little bit last week in the game against Port Adelaide, who were just tough at the footy. But Geelong, Selwood's a bit of an injury. They get Radigalia back. Rowan's a bit of a doubt. So are they still okay, the Cats?
The only thing that I'm worried about with Geelong is they have to find solutions of how they play after the bye. I wish I had have known that stat. Just haven't been able to win. I think it was 0 from 6.
Do your
after
research,
the
Hammer.
bye.
Do your research, buddy.
But it's in the bigger picture, I think it'll actually help them. I think
Loss is
will,
okay every so often.
They're that far clear on top. This week they will come back and they'll give it to Adelaide.
Well, everybody's talking about GWS if they can get that first or second spot, and I'm suggesting second. I think Geelong will finish minor premiers. GWS have that home advantage, whereas Geelong have to play at Marvel or at the MCG when it comes to the preliminary final.
It's a joke, no doubt. But GWS are looking good, and up against Essendon this week.
$1.52. Absolute
You've been
steal.
potting GWS all season.
No,
Why
I
you changed your mind?
I just think that they're building now.
Right.
They're looking
Is that
good.
your morals?
They're the Morals.
Yeah.
The Swans are Morals as well. It's a Sydney double all weekend.
Okay.
I agree with that. I'm with you.
And the other game, and
Ever
Nathan
had a Sydney
Buckley.
double?
What's that?
Ever had a Sydney double? It's good.
Nathan Buckley potted his own team on the weekend, said that they were average, $1.34 up against North Melbourne, $3.25. Still coaching dramas around the Kangaroos.
They were very lucky, Collingwood, the way they played the other day. They had to kick straight to be able to get that win. They're a lot better team than North Melbourne, and I like the fact that Buckley's actually come out, just given a little flick on the nose to say we got the win, but you're going to need to fire up because they're not playing their best football at the moment.
And the other big sporting event this week and over the next fortnight is Wimbledon.
And you're going over, aren't you?
Thank you very much. Unibet.com.au shouting the
Come on, Kyrgios,
number
you
one
imbecile.
You're
person
never
at
here.
odds
You are never
to
here.
go and cover it live and exclusively. Well,
Can I ask you
probably
this? Have you ever-
outside the grounds and pre-recorded, but that's not the
Have
point.
you ever attacked Kyrgios on Twitter? Because you're a...
He's an idiot.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
an idiot.
I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
Did he respond to you?
No, he didn't, but...
Because
can
he
you
responded,
throw-
you know he responded to Kenny Sutcliffe.
Yes, and
Did you see that?
he said, I don't know who you are, which was a bit
He didn't
of a
respond to me. I said, you imbecile. You
Kenny's
could
probably interviewed him only at
Could have
50
hit
I know,
him.
as if he wouldn't know who the male model
One quick question.
Monkeys.
Rafa's been stiffed on the seedings. They've pushed him out to a seeding outside the top two, and he's not happy about it. Has he got a point being off the back of a French Open, or is he a flat track bully on a clay court?
Does it really matter? I mean, the draws... I mean, he'll be in a certain section. He'll get through...
I think he's probably playing Roger or Novak. He might think that if they were 1 and 3 and he was 2, he doesn't meet them until the finals.
You've got to beat them at some
unlucky.
stage.
Unlucky,
When
son.
you're that good, does it matter?
Yeah.
I'm of the same opinion. And one last comment we have to make. The Super Rugby semi-finals are this weekend, and nobody knows, because rugby has been dominated by another person who's a bit of an idiot on Twitter in Israel Folau. What are your thoughts on this one, boys?
I don't understand.
Jeez, he's
I
copped
don't
enough
understand.
airtime, hasn't he?
Yeah.
he's kidding
Can't he
himself.
pay for his own legal fight? He's got...
Well,
20 million in the
apparently-
bank, isn't he?
Yeah,
Well, it's not a
apparently
legal
You go to
fight,
hell
it's now.
there as well if you don't pay for your own legal.
If his legal bills are $3 million, well, he should be getting another lawyer. I'm changing right now, and I'm a lawyer. That's just ridiculous money for.
But what I don't understand is he's able to use that money
For whatever he
for
likes.
whatever he likes.
He could.
And he stipulates that when you give over your hard earned, it says we can use this for legals or for anything. That
But he
sees
didn't
fit.
say that in his little begging video, which
No.
I'm calling the one where he said, I need your support. He didn't say that, oh, by the way, if I don't need it, I'm just going to put it in the skyrocket.
No.
Super Rugby finals are on. It's the Jaguares taking on the Brumbies, and of course the All New Zealand one, the Crusaders, who are just absolute superstars, up against the Hurricanes. We've got the odds on that one coming up very shortly. Unibet.com.au is where to go. Welcome back to At Odds, all thanks to unibet.com.au. Don't forget our footy fill-ups. New South Wales at $2 last week. That was some juicy odds, Fletch. They saluted. And the footy fill-ups have been winning every single week of this show. That's probably the kiss of death. Let's hope it's not. But there's always been one that gets up. So have a look at those this week. Essendon in the AFL at $3 and the Eels, Parramatta, $2.50 in the games that they are playing on Unibet. And Ash Barty, $6.50 to win Wimbledon after winning the French Open. So good luck to Ash Barty and all the Australians.
Come on, Kyrgios.
Oh, mate. Let's have a look at the results from last week. Look at them on screen.
Jeez.
Schwarzer,
Wow.
$850 he made, and I made also $270. So in the absence of Mark Schwarzer, I shall
Well done,
accept
Russ.
the trophy.
Didn't have much to beat.
No, you blokes, bupkis. Which brings us to our punts for this week, the Hail Mary and the Slam Dunk. Start with you, Shano.
Oh, what do we got, mate? The slam dunk?
Yes, please.
All right, let's go AFL. I'm backing my boys, Geelong, 16 plus. They will bounce back at home. Freo, I reckon they'll have a crack, and 16 plus for them as well. And Port Adelaide, they were impressive against the Cats on the weekend. They will be too good just to win against the Western Bulldogs.
Well, it's a $4 punt at the moment, but we'll boost that on unibet.com.au.
$5.
Junior.
I'm going against my normal theme. I'm cross-coding here, two different sports. The Cricket World Cup, I've got India to beat the West Indies, Pakistan to beat Afghanistan, then the NRL, the Dragons to beat the Cowboys, and the Sharks to, unfortunately, beat my boys, the Bulldogs.
Sharks.
Like everyone else has done most of the year. Fletch.
Okay, I'm going AFL combo with the NRL.
Right.
So Collingwood and Geelong minus 16.5
Okay.
into Sharks to beat the Bulldogs and Manly towel up the Titans.
Okay.
So it's about $6.50.
Like that.
And it's on the website in case you had no idea what he just said.
Sorry, Collingwood and Geelong minus 16.5.
Mine's a pretty
getting
simple one.
confused, I was thinking
AFL City to win 40 plus.
Ooh.
All up the Knights to win and the Sharks to win. It's around a $5 multi as well. I'm big on your
Bulldogs could knock us all off if they
I'm
win.
big on your Sharks one. And Mark Schwarzer, now have a listen to this. He is in form. Women's World Cup, England to beat Norway, Africa Nations Cup, Egypt to beat the Democratic Republic of Congo, Burundi to beat Madagascar, and in the CONCACAF, USA to beat Panama. That's a
That's
million
made
to
up.
one.
All that is made
Where's
up.
Burundi? I've got a few of them in my,
Tipping
my
it's
front
in
lawn.
Africa Nations because it's the Africa Nations
Burundi.
Cup. That is the slams. What about
Goodness
the Hail
me.
Marys? Hammer.
All right, I am going with Richmond 1-39 to beat the Saints. Brisbane way too good at home to take care of Melbourne 1-39.
That's the
And
danger
Sydney-
game for me this weekend.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They're too up and down. I can't buy into Melbourne. And then Sydney 24 plus. I'm with you, Russ. I think they'll get that done. 650 and then we boost it.
Then we boost it on the website. Junior.
Okay, I'm going to Royal Rosehill Gardens on Saturday. It's going to be a heavy track, but my Hail Mary is race 1, number 1, Mr. Wong to win the highway race.
Likes the wet.
Yep, was unlucky last start. And race 2, number 6, White Boots. My wife trains that horse. I'm a part owner. I think he will lead all the way with 50 kilos in the heavy track.
How was that horse named, just as a matter of interest?
Changa? Something to do with Changa language?
Maybe
away
his legs.
games?
Maybe his legs.
The away game when you've got to wear the white boots?
Haven't you seen the horse? You've seen him, haven't you?
Yes, of course.
Was that a place, Junior? Sorry? Are we going place?
No,
for what?
win.
Win and win.
Win, okay.
Hail Mary.
Okay,
Big
what's
odds
that,
there.
What's that paying?
Oh, I think Mr. Wong will be probably $3. White Boots will probably be second pick in the market.
So about $10 or $12.
Yeah, I reckon.
Right.
All right, well, Russ, I'm going NRL multi, Manly minus 6.5 against the Titans.
Yeah.
Raiders minus 2.5, they'll give it to the Eels. And the Sharks minus 8.5 the Bulldogs, $8.20. So with a boost, be about $10.
We are very keen on the Sharks by the look all round. Now, mine is back to the Super Rugby. I know we haven't heard much about it. Can't believe the odds about the away teams. I know there's some home team scenarios, but the Brumbies are $2.60 or $2.70 to beat the Jaguares.
Who are the Jaguares?
Argentinians.
Jaguars.
The team in Argentina. And the Hurricanes
We don't know their name, but-
are nearly $4. I know the Crusaders are very, very
Crusaders,
good
yeah.
at home, but $4 in a semi-final, that's big odds. So I'm going the Outsiders multi, could be any old price, that one if that gets up. And Mark Schwarzer, a simple one, Venezuela to beat Argentina in the Copa America. So he has gone dead set around the world.
You can tip a
650.
roughie in the two-horse race.
Yeah.
too,
Just
as well.
have something of that as
Can
well. Plenty to look forward to this weekend. The races, of course, we mentioned. Junior, the carnival heads to the Sunshine Coast,
Yeah.
which is where Winx started her
Correct.
magnificent
Correct.
winning run.
I reckon
all
Big
those
Duke
years.
might win the cup up there on the weekend.
Big
Challenger
Duke,
Cup.
yeah, another one that's been around and about the last couple of weeks. Fletch, what are you looking
I'm
forward
looking forward
to?
to netball being cancelled on Saturday. The kids' netball, hopefully it's out because I've got to watch 6 games.
Oh, wow.
I love my daughters, but they're not very talented.
Contact. Contact.
What about you?
It's a low game, you're right.
Let's talk NBA. What about the Greek Freak, MVP?
yeah.
And how good is it to see Houston? They're crying like the Poms at the moment that they didn't, the beard didn't get it.
And I'm looking forward to that upgrade coming through courtesy of Emirates.com. Thank you very much if that happens and if it doesn't. But
You're
looking
unbelievable.
and just quickly before
Yeah.
we go,
Yeah.
sorry? Yeah, Emirates.com. Just thought they didn't quite hear that. The shark dive.
Shark diving, best thing I've ever done.
What?
I recommend it highly.
Why?
Just great whites coming
Where'd you
around.
do it? Where was it?
Port Lincoln.
Right.
Down the
Were you
boat train.
scared?
I was a bit scared on the boat as they turned up, but once you're in the cage, once you're in the Nicholas,
That dodgy finger didn't poke out
nah.
the corner
But
of the
they
cage.
come past you. You're looking out there, right? So
They'd be
there's a
looking
million
at that like a
trevally.
chicken bone.
There's a million trevally fish, and all of a sudden you're looking out there, and then here she comes just around here.
Your head might have scared him.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Okay,
Recommend
more
it
on
highly.
that. You probably see it on TV or on the Twitter sphere somewhere. But that's been the show for
Twitter
this
sphere.
week. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget all of the odds and the footy fill-ups are on the website unibet.com.au, and we will see you next time.